Guys, Boy45 here. Today back for another video, and today we're back from match reaction Plymouth Argyle versus Shrewsbury Town today. I'm just for the match now, and I'm going to do it in the sort of same format I would have done in the season. So I'll give you a bit of context of the game, then my halftime review, and then overall review at full time. So the lineup has come out, and Amerson has been dropped for Canavan. Captain Edwards has been dropped for Byron Moore at right wing back, which means Canavan is now the captain for today's game. Hardy has been dropped for Telford. Telford obviously scored last week against Wimbledon in our 4-4 draw. And then ex-Plymouth Argyle player Ollie Norburn is captain for Shrewsbury. Obviously, I was a bit before he was fully playing for us, but I heard he was like an average player. Argyle stand in 6th with a win and a draw, while Shrewsbury stand in 19th with a draw and a loss before the start of this game. And the last 5 games are quite positive for Argyle. There's 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. The closest one being 12th of March 2019, where we won 2-1 at home. Hopefully we can bring another win today, as Shrewsbury, their last 2 games, they've drew 0-0 with Portsmouth, which is quite a positive result for them, and lost 2-1 to upcoming with us Northampton, whilst we have beat Blackpool 1-0 and had a 8-goal thriller 4-4 draw with Wimbledon. I'm going to predict a win today. I reckon Argyle is going to be quite positive. We've been having a bit of a dip lately after, you know, Leyton Orient, us bottling a 2-0 lead, and then again on Saturday against Wimbledon, when we just fell asleep for 10 minutes in the second half and found ourselves 4-2 down. But we came back and we got that draw. Wimbledon's quite a hard place to get a point, so it's always a positive. So yeah, I'll be back for you at half time. Hopefully Argyle can get a win. I'm going to predict 2-1 Argyle. Come on, Greens. So it's half time now. The score 1-1. Argyle started off a bit sloppy. Shrewsbury dictated the game within the first 20 minutes, I'd say, and scored within the 14th minute. Came from a free kick conceded by Connor Grant, and it was just a snapshot from outside the box, deflected into the bottom left corner. Decent goal by their attacker Josh Feller. But after the goal, Argyle seemed to bounce back. Shrewsbury attack was vital. They stopped Argyle playing out from the back, which did cause Argyle problems. But yeah, their keeper also making 3 magnificent saves, including a double save by Dom Telford, who should have scored. Dom Telford is causing a lot of havoc. He's playing very well. Unfortunate to not get a goal. But yeah, Argyle came back in the 29th minute of Connor Grant absolute well. Not as much of a screamer as his goal against Wimbledon, but it was a cracking strike from the far side of the outside box. Curled, went into the bottom right hand corner. Cracking finish. You know, he only scores screamers. But yeah, McLeod off Kamara in the 29th minute. He looked as if he was carrying a knock. Looked as if he was a bit injured, but hopefully nothing's that serious. But yeah, Argyle, this first half of the first half, if that makes sense, we're second to everything. Shrewsbury on top. Shrewsbury were getting first to every ball. They were stopping Argyle from playing their football, and they were dictating the game. But then Argyle in the second half of the first half were just playing a lot better football, passing the ball more frequently. You know, Mayer, he was picking up the ball in the middle, supplying it to George Cooper, supplying it to Telford. And that's where we got our main goal from Mayer to Cooper. Cooper played it across the face of the box to Connor Grant, and he done a bit of magic and then hit the ball. It was a cracking strike. But Argyle had great momentum towards the end of the first half. And obviously the score 1-1, so Argyle could still be in it to win it. Hopefully they can do. And I'll see you at... Right, guys, so it's full time now. The final score is 1-1. Argyle started off the second half brighter. They came out, they were a bit more attacking. They were like what Shrewsbury were in the first half. But then shortly coming into the 60th minute, their keeper Sarkic was injured, looked like a nasty leg injury. But then came on Harry Benone, who was an ex-Argyle player, who played for us in a pre-season in our relegation season a few years back with Adams. But yeah, since they had their keeper come off injured, they sort of regained momentum. Ollie Norburn, you know, the captain that I said about, he came on in the 61st minute. He was recovering from a slight injury. He would have normally been on else. But yeah, the game just sort of evened out. There was a good save by Michael Cooper in the 62nd minute, who also had a bit of a head clash and had to wear a bandage and looked as if he had to have stitches towards the end. But yeah, other than that, it was just a bit of an even half. Telford had an amazing game. He had a few good shots. Hardy came on for Telford in the 65th minute. But yeah, Noble in around the 70th minute had a few. He had a good header which was glancing into the side netting of the left side, but Harry Benone saved it, and a cracking shot which, well, was near post, which had to cause another save. Canavan got a yellow card for, well, it wasn't really a nasty foul, it was more of a tactical foul which stopped a counter-attack. But yeah, Mayer was consistently good throughout the game. His passes were on point. Couldn't really have a bad thing to say about him. He looks a lot more confident than last year. He's putting in a bit more enthusiasm into the midfield. He's getting more shots off. He's trying to link up play better than he was last year, so that's always a positive. But I guess a point is better than none. Shrewsbury, you know, they're a good side. They've been in League One for a few years now. They know what it's about, and to get a draw after coming 1-0 down, which I think is very positive. So we move on now to Hull away next week, which, you know, that's going to be a tough one. Hopefully we could possibly get another draw. I'd be hopeful. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with the next home game. Until then, stay safe, stay inside, up the Argyle.